what? It looks as though we are, in fact, live. Assuming that my mic is actually... Yep, it looks like it is indeed working. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my weekly stream. Did that really get dipped? Jesus Christ. Today's been a day of technical difficulties, but I am joined by my regular co-host, Cybernetic Pink Eye.
Greetings and felicitations.
I'm already starting off in a interesting space because I was trying to use Streamlabs OBS because I just installed a new theme and I was going to be using that to actually, look real cool and have a starting soon screen and all sorts of things like that. I redid all of the settings and it kept saying, we can't connect to Twitch. And I'm like, I'm not trying to connect to Twitch. I'm trying to connect to YouTube. And they're like, well, we can't connect to Twitch. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. I don't want to stream to Twitch. I want to stream to YouTube. That's what I wanted to do today, but apparently I'm gonna have to go and troubleshoot that some other time, because for today... Today, I'm going to be streaming the Blackwell Legacy, and actually this is the part 2, or part 3, because it disconnected technically last time in the middle of my streaming, but I'm counting it as part 2. I'm really coming out the gate a little hostile, and for that I apologize. Like I said, I'm just frustrated. It puts me in a sour mood when I try to do something special only to run into technical difficulties. But I used to make the joke it wouldn't be a stream of mine without some sort of technical difficulties playing out. Hello, Shakarian. Hello, Ragnar. Welcome to me complaining about something not working the way that it's supposed to. Well, I do that
that
anyway.
Is par for the course with these streams.
I was gonna say, whether it is technical difficulties with streaming or whether it is the world at large and the state of things. But hey, one thing that can be considered really, really right with things right now? Joe Biden is the president-elect, and they are decreasingly able to contest that. And I'm really, really glad that that we're at the point where they're kind of being forced to admit it. I mean, the general populace may not just yet, and we're probably going to continue to see resistance, but the evidence is just straight up not stacking up when it comes to, the election itself, whether or not every vote was actually legal. Yay, more Blackwell, yes. Here's the thing. I started doing this thing, and I'm going to try to actually keep up on that, where I'm going to be putting it up on Patreon for people to vote at between a couple of different options, maybe 3 of them. And they choose which one that they are more inclined to see next. And this week I actually had Return to Final Fantasy VII, Return to Blackwell Legacy, and Return to doing more art. In which case I was actually going to be working on a couple of adoptable designs for outfits. And of course, the more that I talk, of course my throat has to tighten up because God knows, me streaming and talking is apparently counter to the things that the universe wanted me to do today. Today is Lorelei bitches at the universe. Again, not unusual, but I'm particularly sour today, it seems like. But I do hope that everyone out there is doing okay. This is obviously there's some good stuff, there's obviously a lot of bad stuff. I have been actually really concerned to see that the pandemic has picked up new wind, but on the other hand, we are seeing more people respond to that now by going, okay, we need to shut this down. And in fact, because of that, already stores are running out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Because they did it again. I don't understand.
Anyone else getting a sense of deja vu?
I don't understand what it is specifically about toilet paper. Like, unless you're planning to ram it up your butt and keep it there as a plug for the next 3 months. I don't recommend that, and you don't need that much goddamned toilet paper. Just use it your usual amount. And the only reason why there's a scarcity of it is because you fuckers keep going out and buying 5 fucking packs of it. Why is this happening again? Anyway, I mean, I could say the same thing about the pandemic. Why is this happening again? Why are we having to lock down? I know I sound like I'm hysterical. I'm actually kind of laughing. But I don't, like, this is just it. We went into lockdown, and only when the numbers barely start kind of going down did we suddenly open up the country and open up the businesses and make it impossible for people to actually survive this pandemic without being forced to go into some sort of public space. And of course, they denied any kind of financial help. They tried to do what they could to cut unemployment. I saw that there were some instances where they were trying to charge people to pay back the amount they got on unemployment. And it's like, bitch, where's the money coming from? They're not employed. I used to joke about people eating it. Well, again, that would be another way to plug up your system, I suppose. Anyway, so the state of the world is always going to be some degree of screwed up or another. Well, yes and no, but whether or not it's terrible, that is subjective. But there are a lot of difficulties that we each need to face. So when I come in today saying, hey, I hope you guys are doing okay, I really do hope that you are. Stay safe. You know, the same things of mask up, try to stay at least 6 feet away from each other, wash your hands, hand sanitizer, any one of these things, as well as stay home as much as you can. Like, I know that not every circumstance is going to accommodate that, but I will say that as long as, you know, a lot of these different states are actually mandating shutdowns, that's at least something. It's what we should have continued doing through the summer until the actual curve stopped producing new cases of it. But shrug emoji, I guess? Hey, John Morrison, and yes, exactly, but my freedoms. I watched this insane video of a woman who wanted to go into a restaurant and not have to wear a mask because it was her birthday, so she wanted to go to a restaurant for her birthday without wearing a mask. And the people who ran the restaurant said, no, we're not going to let you do that. That is a health hazard, and we have to watch out for the safety of our customers. And so she actually called the police. And she was like saying, well, I'm not going to tell you my exact age, but like, it's my birthday. And they're refusing me service because it's the equivalent of refusing service because I'm not wearing the right kind of nail polish. And it's like, lady, I hesitate to call you that. Wearing the wrong shade of nail polish is not the same as refusing to wear a mask in a pandemic. They are not aesthetic things. They are literally for the protection of everyone around you, and you are showing exactly how stupid you are by refusing to understand that. Like, that's not even not understanding it. That's not just ignorance, because people have told her repeatedly what the issue is, and I say repeatedly because this woman has shown up in all sorts of videos trying to provoke some kind of response, exactly what she keeps getting. But she keeps doing this because she is literally refusing to comply with something that is for the health of other people. You want a birthday meal without a mask? Just do a takeaway. Yep, or stay home. Like, you know, stay home, order delivery. Hey, Phoenix, good to see you. But yeah, no, there's so many reasons why this kind of, it infuriates me because it is a deliberate choice to go against what literally the experts are saying, literally what everyone has been saying this entire fucking time, outside of the people who stand to benefit from you spreading a fucking virus. If you want something wholesome to distract your mind of stressful things, just know that one of my cats is sitting on my lap and watching this stream while she nuzzles against my chin. Oh, that does help, actually. And of course she slaps against my chin whenever she shakes her head. Of course. The little flap, 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 flap. I remember seeing a post on Insane People Facebook about him refusing service to an anti-masker is like I saw that video, refusing service because someone's black. Yeah. Also, hi Zach. It's not comparable. Comparing it to, we're being treated like second-class citizens. This is exactly like what the civil rights movement was about. And it's like, no. It is your choice to refuse. And that particular video that I'm thinking of, this lady was sitting, like, in some kind of courtroom, and she was trying to make the case about this guy. Do you know what my experience? Let me tell you one experience that I have had being discriminated against. I went to just go get some prints of something, and the employee behind the counter refused to deal with me unless I wore a mask, and I refused. And it was a description of how he put the receipt at the other end of the counter away from him so that she would have to move to retrieve her receipt because he didn't want to come into contact with her. And she said, it made me feel like I was some kind of leper. And I'm like, well, gee, lady, I wonder why it is that we treat lepers like people we're not supposed to come into contact with. I wonder where the whole term avoid them like a leper came from. It might also be because it's a highly contagious thing that can cause people serious problem, just the one, of course, but serious problems health-wise for an indeterminate amount of time. It can lead to death. There's a lot of shit you don't want to fucking deal with just because someone refuses to actually take proper precautions to protect themselves and the people around them. Her name might not have actually been Karen, but yes, she is the Karen archetype. Came across a video when someone just did an acoustic cover of Here Comes the Sun, and of course a dog shows up. But people are absolutely losing their minds for so many different reasons. This one particular woman that I had been talking about previously is getting outraged and comparing discrimination for not wearing, comparing actual discrimination that people out there in the world experience to not being allowed to endanger other people's health. Like, I don't know how we got to this point where people legitimately think that their freedom means absolutely endangering the people around them. I mean, I can imagine. I mean, there's a long discussion to be had about, a lot of bigotry, the hierarchical system that we live under, white privilege. That's a huge one, honestly. And I say this as a white person. I say this as someone who benefits from white privilege. What? Ragnar? But yeah, no, just watching this lady actually almost in tears because she was treated like the potentially infectious carrier that she could have been, and taking such personal offense to it. It's like, okay, lady, when your grandma dies and you can't even be there for her, you can't be there in the same room, you have to do it over some kind of like Zoom call or FaceTime or something like that because you can't even be in the same room with them, we'll talk about how you're facing discrimination. Or maybe we can resume this conversation about discrimination because you are not suffering from this, but you're letting other people suffer from it. I say this as someone who has not been able to leave the house since March. And I say that to emphasize, it's not like I can't leave the house except for small things. The only time I have ever actually left the premises of this house has been to go into the car to accompany my housemate out to my pharmacy to pick up medication refills. I have otherwise not been able to leave my house because if I put myself at the risk of exposure, I'm not just going to get a cold or a flu or have like a difficult time. I fit a lot of the comorbidities with that virus that it will most likely kill me. And when I say that with like a 99% chance that it would. So I can't risk that. And as a result of these people running around and not putting a mask on and insisting that it's about their freedoms, they don't care that they are influencing and negatively affecting the freedom of other people. Like, I can't get over the fact that this person says about her idea of discrimination. Well, white people have to make up some form of discrimination in order to feel better about themselves, because otherwise they might have to admit that they have some sort of advantage over people who are actually discriminated against. It's barely a risk. Stop complaining. Tell that to my dead uncle with lung problems who died last week. I don't know if that's actually the case, John, and if it is, I really am so sorry. But that's just it. Like, these people complaining about it, who say, no, it's a hoax, or no, it's not that bad, have not had to have someone that they care about actually die from this. And it's infuriating. It's so frustrating. So anyway, we're playing Blackwell Legacy today.
Video games!
I do actually want to get into that. It's just obviously, I started off in a mood needing to bitch, and I think I got that out of my system. It's
well,
obviously...
I mean, at this point, I think people expect these video game streams to be bookended by rants, so...
I mean, until the world actually becomes a place where that kind of shit isn't necessary,
Yeah,
I'm probably going to continue ranting about this shit. Want to hide over in England for 2 years? I can't. Because I'm not allowed to travel. Because I'm American.
Yeah.
We take it more seriously here, and I wouldn't... They don't take it much more seriously over in England. Not from what I mean, there's like a slight improvement, and y'all don't exactly have the Trumpsters running around, although there are apparently some in other countries, which is just kind of fucking mind-boggling. Wow, my accent really came out just now.
Yeah.
Yes, so Griffin has been here this entire time and very graciously letting me rant about this shit.
Well, I'm used to being talked over.
Excuse me? I'm sorry. Do we want to circle back to that and talk about all the times when you've talked over me?
God.
I never said we'd take it more seriously by much. That is true. Hi, Ian. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. See, now what I was hoping to do with all of this introductory stuff, I was hoping to have a nice little screen that says starting soon. And that way we could talk and the chat would be appearing on the screen so that people who were watching this, I almost said posthumously, that is obviously not the correct, well, maybe someday, I don't know. But people who are watching this post the actual stream can understand what I'm responding to, and I don't have to read out every sentence that people are saying. Anyway, I wanted to do that today, but I couldn't because technical difficulties and also fuck Streamlabs, and apparently I'm going to have to log out and then reinstall everything, and then do all of the same work that I just fucking did.
And this is why I don't stream.
No, you don't stream because you don't want to. And not just because of the shit that I'm describing.
Oh, not just because of it, no.
You don't stream because... Okay, I was tempted to be mean. I'm not gonna do that.
When has that ever stopped you?
Okay, you don't stream because you don't have an audience for it.
Yes, and also, I hate video games.
You hate the state of the industry, but not necessarily video games as a whole.
Correct.
Correct. I still love that. Communist anthem plays. Like, there's so much to be said about so many different things. Anyway, I'm actually going to pivot this to playing more Blackwell Legacy. If you have not seen the previous installments, basically, we are playing as Rosangela, and she has literally just started being haunted by a ghost man named Joey, who apparently has been haunting her family for a couple of generations now. Literally driving her grandma and her aunt crazy. Also, let me know how well you can hear me versus game audio and all of that stuff. Let me know if anything needs to be fixed. But yes, so not only has her family been haunted by this person, but apparently it's a family of mediums who have the ability to speak with ghosts with the help of Joey, for example. And also there is a girl who committed suicide, and apparently there's a second one, and also a third friend that we have yet to actually meet. Game audio is going to be a little bit on the quiet side, unfortunately, because, okay, I'd rather it be too quiet than it overpower me. Unfortunately, if the game audio gets to be too loud, I can't hear myself speak, and so I can't have that, I can't have that distracting me while I talk. So I apologize for that. But anyway, as long as I'm okay, that's what's important. Now,
Me.
me. Ally said that the deacon made her friends go away. Who could that be? All right, so maybe.
There is obviously a connection between the deacon and these girls, but what?
Also, as a precaution against me talking over shit, you might want to share screens.
Bitch! What do you fucking mean?
Mm-hmm.
What do you...
There we go.
Oh. Sorry, there was a sound in the background that caught me off guard.
Is that all I am to you? Just a sound in the background?
Yes, anyway.
The truth finally comes out.
Whoever Alexander Davenport is, Susan must like him a lot. He's either a boyfriend or something close to it.
Alright, so I don't remember all of what needs to happen next. I need to do some research on the deacon. Actually, that brings up an interesting idea. If I go back to the psychiatric hospital, I can ask about whether or not the deacon was ever mentioned.
Place. I was stuck here for 25 years. Why'd you have to drag me back here, huh? Joe, shh. You want to start a riot? Keep your yap shut until we're alone.
Uh-huh.
I don't have anyone to call.
Okay. I was gonna use
Rosangela's not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree.
I was like, let's use the phone to pretend to talk to Joey.
Looks like an internal phone.
Well, again, since when has any point-and-click adventure game adhered to logic?
I'm here to see Dr. Quentin.
Sure thing, you're cleared. Go right in.
So I'm gonna ask him about the deacon and hear if that ever has popped up. Hang on a minute, Joanna's not had something to do with Joanna's suicide.
Dr. Quentin?
Oh, hello. Come in, come in.
I'm glad the rest of the Blackwell games take place at night. The ghosts look pretty washed out during the day. Yeah, but I do love that it emphasizes that the ghosts don't just go away because it's daytime.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Did my aunt and grandmother ever say anything specific about Joey?
No. Why? Have you learned anything?
Oh, no, I was just wondering.
Oh, real subtle.
Do you know anything about headaches?
It's hardly my specialty, but I know enough. Why?
I've been getting them. Lots of them.
In your case, I'd say they were triggered by stress.
Are they usually this bad?
It varies. Over-the-counter pain medication, rest, that's all I'd suggest.
Thanks.
I love how sarcastic that sounded. Okay, I can only ask specific. Can I not ask him about the fucking deacon if that ever got mentioned?
I'm not sure what he would know. I don't think he's ever met that teenage girl.
I guess I'll head out.
Very well. Goodbye, Miss Blackwell.
If I tried to
Unless
tell...
you just unintentionally spoiled something.
No, it's not necessarily that, but it'll make sense why I was like,
I don't think anything can explain that sound.
Well, I didn't ask your opinion on it.
The moment you include me in anything, you're asking for my opinion.
The sign reads Sarah Kaplan. Just a bunch of notices.
I actually don't remember all of the next steps in this. No. Joanne and the... Susan and Alexander. So many men, so little time. Joey! Can't hear the prof, I no longer care. Susan is gone too. So,
The sign says,
I like how they're implying that this person was under duress, but they still
Hi,
had
it's
the
me
time
again.
and wherewithal to dot all the I's
You
with
have more
hearts.
questions, I imagine?
yeah, is that okay?
I suppose so. What do you want to know?
Does the word deacon mean anything to you?
Deacon? No, I'm afraid not.
Did you ever meet Joanne's friend Susan?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
Do you know an Alexander Davenport?
The name doesn't ring a bell, I'm afraid.
well, you're
Well,
useless.
that's all for now.
He
Thanks
lives
for
in a
helping out.
closet.
Just remember, leave my name out of it.
Well, that's every college dorm room.
Yeah,
The sign reads,
can attest.
the sign says, Kelly.
Wait,
The sign says,
The
Kelly.
sign says kill.
no, but it's every one of there
The
is.
sign says, the sign reads, Amanda.
Okay.
The sign
The
says,
dog goes. Woof.
Some of it is reads and some of it is says. Now that she has a ghost friend, she can never lose another card game. I mean,
That's not necessarily true. Look at season 2 of Umbrella Academy.
After you.
Yeah?
Yeah?
yeah? Wait.
Could I ask you some follow-up questions, Kelly?
Fine. Make it quick.
Does the name Deacon mean anything to you?
Nope. I'm agnostic.
Well,
Do you know an Alex Davenport?
No.
Do you know anything about Joanne's friend Allie?
You mean Miss Blondie?
Yeah.
I know enough, which isn't much. She was over here all the time visiting Joanne. She was kinda sweet, I guess. Laughed all the time. Ugh, that was annoying. That was usually my cue to get out of here. What do you want to know about her?
I'm having difficulty finding her. Would you know where she is?
I don't know. She could be anywhere. Studying, partying.
Pushing up daisies.
Shh.
Huh?
Nothing.
Right.
I just want to watch Pushing Up Daisies.
Thanks for helping out.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Or maybe it was just Pushing Daisies.
Thanks again, Kelly.
Whatever.
I'm not lugging that thing around.
I didn't ask you to.
Again, point-and-click adventure games.
That's her, the ghost in the park. She looks so happy here. I wonder what happened to make her like that. That's her. She looks. I wonder. The future Mrs. Davenport? I wonder what that means.
I don't know, but
I
she needs
recognize her.
she needs a
That's
case
Joanne.
of Clear Eyes stat.
Look away!
It's the only bed in the room. I guess Kelly got rid of the other bed after Joanne left. She's covered her wall with rock posters. She's
Clearly,
covered her
she's a
wall with
geology
rock-
major.
That's Kelly. She gives me the creeps.
Why?
That's Kelly.
All the rock posters.
Apparently, that's Joey.
Okay, you're saying it aloud. Oh, God, what am I supposed to do? I never watched it. Oh my God, that was the most Valley Girl I've ever sounded. I, never watched it, but,
Yeah.
like...
I can attest, I agree, Zach. Pushing Daisies is a good fucking show.
Oh, yes. Quick! Ah. Okay. All right. Alright, bye. I love how she immediately turns to face him.
I mean, understandably.
Never say what you think about people aloud like that, Protag. Alright. Let's do some research.
Ali Montego. Let's see if I can find her. She apparently spent some time on a spiritual internet forum. She was looking for information about Ouija boards? Are Ouija boards
good.
dangerous? She asked. Can they call anything evil? And if so, how do you get rid of it?
Does anyone own a Luigi board?
Jeez. Another bunch of hacks messing with those stupid boards.
This has happened before?
A few times. Those things are nothing but trouble.
Here's the thing. Obviously this varies from person to person, and it doesn't have to be something that you believe in. I will say, my personal advice is to stay away from Ouija boards. You may not actually be tempting fate, but you don't really want to necessarily open that door in case you're wrong, right?
And I just think the concept is stupid.
Yeah, Ouija boards, I know it doesn't quite look that way, but yes, Ouija boards, that's how it's pronounced, since what's like, Luigi board? Can you get pregante? Anyway, are Ouija boards dangerous in horror movies? Yes. In real life, maybe. I say this, it depends on, again, what you believe, it depends on the circles that you run in, and obviously, generally speaking, a Ouija board's not gonna, explode on you unless it's set to do that. You can... I don't want to encourage anyone to use one. You can probably statistically use one without any issue or anything like that. I'm just saying, maybe you don't want to knock on the door that leads to what could potentially be on the other side. You don't gotta believe in it, and that's fine. If you want to play with it, technically, I can't stop you, but my personal recommendation is don't try to ask dead people things.
Yeah, I mean, hell on earth has already come, so if you want to experience some supernatural bullshit, just walk outside. I mean, don't, but...
Alright.
I already looked... And Alexander Davenport was listed as being on the hockey team at NYU. It doesn't say anything else about him, though. Lee is a pretty common name, but it should narrow things down. I think I got her. Susan Lee, 18 years old, was admitted to Bellevue Hospital last week after an apparent suicide attempt.
I think that's our girl.
That's too common a word. Whoever the deacon is, I don't think I'll find him this way.
Ouija boards?
There are so many sites about this, and they all contradict each other. There's no way to really tell fact from fiction.
Your life is a fiction.
Yeah. Wait, what?
My article hasn't been published yet. Typical.
Jesus.
No information about Kelly.
Okay. Alright, so let's do a couple of...
I know Allie was interested in Ouija boards, but what about her friends?
Joey's just trying to leave.
The girls were interested in Ouija boards, and they are all haunted by someone named the Deacon. Could there be a connection?
Deacon and Ouija.
Coming this summer to ABC.
There is obviously a connection between the Deacon... There is obviously a connection...
Well, okay. But now we know where Susan is. Hey,
I'm
Joey.
not ready for bed.
No, I was clicking on
I wanna
Joey.
talk to you.
Yes?
You don't have to believe, you don't have to understand, but for the love of everything good, don't mess with it. I wouldn't want to... Anyway, it would be a waste of money. Ouija boards are owned by Hasbro, and if there's anything worse than summoning a demon, it's corporate greed. I agree with that. The ghost is like, let me out! She doesn't shut up! Yeah. Yes. Anyway. Again, maybe nothing will happen. Maybe it literally is just nothing. But, perhaps, mayhaps, you don't want to tempt what will happen when you knock on the door to the old decrepit house. Maybe a ghost won't show up, but maybe the door will fall in, or maybe the house will collapse on you, or maybe a stray piece of shrapnel. Ghost, 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 period, question mark. Anyway.
What else can we do to learn more about the ghost in the park?
The photo, dear, it's the biggest clue we have.
Thanks.
Remind me, how do we convince ghosts that they're dead?
Like I said, we need to find something that has personal significance to them. Like
Ah,
an object,
yes.
a piece of information, or even another person.
Again, I remember this is in the days before they were insisting on things like pop filters. To be fair, this was also made when the Wajidai company was very, very small.
Yeah.
It still is, but
How do we help a ghost move on?
With my magic tie, dear, I give one end to the spook, the other end to you. You pull the ghost in, and you send them on their way.
You don't come in with
None of
me?
that sounded right.
No, sorry. That's your job.
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
I guess. She was a tough lady. Stubborn. Smoked like a chimney.
Anything else?
Later, kid, later. Let's get through this first.
later, kid.
What was my grandmother like?
Old Patty Cake was a real bundle of laughs.
Patty cake?
Yeah, your grandmother. Her name was Patricia, right? So you get Patty Cake.
You really called her patty cake?
Yeah, that really hacked her off. Come to think of it, just about everything I did hacked her off.
Like what?
Like, forget it. Ask me later.
I love how his mouth was moving over silence and then stopped moving when he was actually talking. I love the concept of ghosts in fiction. We know nothing about ghosts, so anything goes, including magic ties. We know plenty of things about ghosts. It's just about whether or not we can definitively prove that they exist. But there are quite a few things that people have actually uncovered when it comes some reliable and somewhat predictable things when it comes to ghosts. Whether or not it actually proves the existence of ghosts is obviously up for debate, and I'm not going to say you're wrong either way. I'm just saying ghosts.
I will, but
Ghosts are rife, are very. They're primed for fictional storytelling, and they are very multi-purpose. Yes. But, Griffin, I don't care about your opinion when it comes to ghosts, because y'all ain't dealt with one.
yeah. I mean, you don't care much about my opinions on most things.
You know, I mean, you say that like it's a joke. You know very well that I do, in fact, validate your opinion.
Oh yeah.
Even if we disagree, there are some things that I might stand my ground on. Anyway, all of that aside. And again, this comes down to subjective opinion. I will say I have had experiences in my life that lead me to believe that ghosts are, in fact, a thing. And I say this having confronted some of them. But, like, am I gonna say that it's definitively proof my personal anecdote about experiencing with anything with them? No. And I can't even prove to myself that that is necessarily 100%, but I have more of an inclination to say that there's a possibility that what I experienced was something that was on the supernatural side of things. But I say that with the disclaimer of, I could be wrong. Everyone could be wrong, and we don't have enough way to get empirical evidence to prove it either way.
Oh yeah, and ultimately, it doesn't even fucking matter. Ultimately, what it comes down to is what gives you peace of mind at the end of the day.
As long as you're not using it to do something that hurts other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, spreading your misinformation to other people. Anyway.
Why were you at the wedding?
Because your aunt insisted on going, and I go where she goes. I could have talked her out of it, but she put her foot down. Tough lady, your aunt, when she needed to be.
I love how I could have talked her out of it, but she put her foot down, so clearly you couldn't have talked her out of it.
Well, he couldn't put his feet down, now could he? He doesn't
No.
have any.
He really can't. She has to put her foot down for him.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean,
What were you doing in this picture?
Being ignored, as usual. Real strong believer in denial, that woman.
I want to ask.
Any idea who the deacon might be?
No idea. Although, he must be a pretty formidable fellow considering what's been going on.
Phoenix. I guess there's a little bit of a delay, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, he can't put his foot down. Don't die. You're not allowed to do that.
Watch me.
I don't suppose you know anything about Susan.
Nope, no more than you.
All right, bitch.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
Lure after every conversation with me.
All right, bitch. Let's just move on.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Griffin, no death. Griffin, no griffining.
I mean, it's either one or the other.
Okay. So we heard that Susan was apparently admitted.
Is Susan Lee a patient here?
Susan. Yeah, we've got her.
Got
She
her.
came in about a week ago.
May I
hate
visit
this guy's
Susan
model.
Lee?
Sure. If you're on the approved guest list. What was your name again?
Rosangela Blackwell.
Sorry, you're not on the list. She'll be out in a week. You can visit her then.
Why is he thumb?
I was gonna say, why is he thumb and why is he covered in Pepto-Bismol?
I'd like to see Susan Lee, please.
I told you, you're not on the guest list.
Oh,
It's either that or a
that's
bad case
because-
of psoriasis.
I gave you the wrong name.
You did what?
Yeah, gave the wrong name. Sorry, it's a character in a play I'm in.
Ugh. That's the best you could come up with?
Really? Well, what is your name?
I don't have any nice food to threaten you with. Unless you will miss out on nice food. I mean, cheese is usually a good start.
My name is Deacon and Ouija.
My name is Deacon.
See, I can be funny sometimes.
You can be funny oftentimes, more often than me.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I have my occasion. What was the one recently where I was like so, like the timing was so perfect? What was that one again?
I wish I recalled, but I think it was when we were watching fucking Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, I think. Oh my god, and I hate. Okay, ADHD is a hell of a drug, but like, I know that we've talked about the Dead Poet Society one where it's like, oh, don't worry, he'll get another roommate next year. It was on that level of fucking savage.
Yeah.
But God, I don't remember what it was. If you do remember, please,
Yeah.
let me know.
It'll be the first to you. And by the way, for anyone watching, Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 movie, some of the funniest shit I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah, like, it's not intentionally funny. It's
Oh, yeah.
shot in such weird ways. Like, there's some beautiful cinematic shots, so someone in the editing and the directing departments knew what they were doing, but then they had other moments where you had slow zooms on someone's face when they're, like, dramatic. They used soap opera zooms! It's so good!
It's so good, and again, just like the savagery with the comebacks for these characters, as well as just the expressions and the acting. There's so much to fucking enjoy about it, and I'm convinced that half the shit that is so hilarious isn't even meant to be.
Yeah. And it is on Netflix, or at least it is in the US. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I gave the wrong name, and saying that my name is Kelly is probably not going to work. But there is someone whose name could be either
Yeah.
male or female, and someone who would, if they are involved with Susan, would probably be invited, would be on the guest list. And that's Alex Davenport, because Alex is, in fact, a
An
gender-neutral
androgynous
name.
name.
Yes. I try to make Blackwell sound cool. Oh, so DDLC glitches. Yes. Anyway, so we're gonna go with Alex Davenport.
My name is Alex Davenport.
Huh. Your name is on the list.
Can I go in now?
Sure. I'll notify the nurse that you're coming. She'll take you in.
Thanks.
Poor Thumb.
I miss them.
Yeah. It was good to know he got work after the campaign.
Alexander?
No. I'm sorry.
Where's Alexander?
Tell a white
lie
lie.
work.
He's right outside.
No.
But I'd like to talk to you first, if that's okay.
I think you're lying.
Hmm?
Alexander wouldn't want to see me.
Ah.
He can, but he won't. Who are you?
My name is Rosangela. I'd like to talk to you if that's okay.
Are you a doctor?
May as well tell the truth, honestly.
Yeah.
She's already picked up on that we're lying.
No, I'm not a doctor, but I'd still like to talk to you if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Off to a great start.
So how are you feeling?
Fine.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Want to start out the gate with the deacon?
Well, I may as well let's start with Joanne.
I'd like to talk to you about your friend Joanne.
You know Joanne?
Sort of.
What about her?
Can you tell me about her?
She's Joanne. That's all.
Do you know why Joanne killed herself? Susan?
She just did. Don't know why.
Uh-huh. May as well ask about Alex really invasively.
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about Alex?
I don't know. He's nobody. Just some guy.
Here's the thing, and I can't even tell you what's probably going on. I mean, outside of having played through this game before, although it's been several years. When you go to a hospital telling people, I tried to commit suicide because a ghost is haunting me, they don't tend to treat you well. They treat you like you are incapable of making decisions for yourself. So she's probably learned to literally just not talk about it. Because if she does, then she probably gets sedated or some shit like that. They don't really treat mental health well, just kind of universally throughout the world, but in the US, I can speak from that perspective. He was the greatest lion in New York. Have a good stream. Look out. Thank you, Zach. It's good to see you. Or,
Yeah.
it was good to see you. Bye. Anyway. She'll take you in and you'll never leave. Anyway.
Do you know what happened to Allie?
Yeah.
Do you know why she did it?
No.
Susan, can you tell me why you're here? What happened?
Nothing. Just nothing.
Uh-huh.
Susan, can you listen to me? You're not crazy. I know what happened. You summoned the deacon with a Ouija board.
No, that didn't really happen.
Susan, you don't have to pretend. I believe you.
You do?
Whatever happened, I believe you.
He still comes to me. The drugs keep him away during the day, but when I sleep, he enters my head and he won't stop screaming. I thought I was crazy, but Joanne and Allie, how could it happen to all three of us? It's impossible.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
The deacon is real?
I believe so, yes.
Are you here to help me?
I'm going to try.
Thank God. I was ready to die here, but
I know. Can I ask you some questions about what happened?
Hey, audio mixing.
ask whatever.
Yeah.
So now that that's just it. Seeing her reluctance to speak, and then it goes to show that if you just believe someone, regardless of whether or not you believe it's true, but believe that they believe what they're saying,
Oh, yeah.
is a great way to actually get through to people, especially if they don't want to talk about something. Anyway.
Can you tell me anything about Joanne?
Joanne wanted to save the world, but she couldn't even save her friends. After Allie went, Joanne couldn't take it. She blames herself, but it's not her fault. I don't blame her for it. Any of it. It was only luck that I ended up here and didn't die.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio on...
Gonna say.
On
Joanne
her.
should have probably tried to fix her volume.
Sorry for the background noise,
volume.
guys. Anyway.
Do you know why Joanne killed herself?
Yes, the deacon. He got in our heads. His voice keeps pleading, babbling. Nothing shuts him up. Just keeps going. I just wanted quiet. Peace and quiet. That's why Joanne jumped off the roof. She was willing to give anything to just keep him quiet. Even her life.
Alright. Kelly probably doesn't have any relevance, but...
Was Kelly involved in any of this?
Kelly? Joanne's roommate?
Yeah.
No. She always left when we came over. She didn't like us much. But that's okay. We didn't like her either.
Can you tell me anything about Alex?
Alex was my boyfriend, I guess. But since I came here, he won't see me anymore.
Wow,
Just as
douchebag.
well. The jerk.
Douchebag!
Can you tell me about Allie?
Allie. Oh, I miss her so much. The sweetest, funniest person in the world. You couldn't help but smile with her around. She was always dragging us out on some adventure. She was so different. Every other girl had pictures of boys on their walls.
Every
She
other
had
girl.
Pictures of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
She loved dogs. She was trained to be a vet to take care of them.
She was a furry.
Now she can't.
I mean,
She was the first of us to go. Why is that? How come the strongest of us was the first to break down?
The most compassionate. Now, it's interesting that they rearranged these.
Can you tell me anything else
Yeah.
about Allie?
No. Only that wherever she is, I hope there are dogs around.
I mean,
So what happened to you, Susan? What did the deacon do to you?
The same thing he did to the others. Got into my head and just wouldn't keep quiet. It was just so noisy inside my head. I had to do something. I saw the speeding taxi, and I just... Well, you know, here I am.
Were you hurt?
No. The driver hit the brakes in time. Taxi missed me completely. Then the stupid cop on the corner dragged me here. Can't even kill myself right.
I love how the clock stopped ticking as soon as she finished talking.
We've already established this. I don't need to bring it up again. Can you tell me anything about Joanne?
Not really. I miss her though. Her door was always open. She had such a creative mind. She wrote poems about us. Silly, stupid things.
Can you tell me again why Joanne killed herself?
The quiet. The deacon's voice inside her head. In the end, we'd give anything to silence it. Even our lives.
So, yeah, that does explain why her spirit roams around the dog park.
mm-hmm.
She loves dogs.
I have to go now, Susan.
Yeah.
But I'll come back to check on you again.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Joey, it's starting to get dark.
Yeah, I can see that. Was it the darkness that gave it away?
I'm just saying.
The fucking snark. I mean,
Yeah.
again, that was just a logician moment.
I mean,
It's just, hey, it's looking... hey, it's starting to get dark.
was it the darkness that gave it away?
Yeah, okay. So we can't go to the dorm anymore, which makes sense. But we do know a little bit more about Allie.
Let's not annoy the neighbors, dear. Not unless we have to.
Okay. I should probably also save at some point.
Yeah.
Just because. Okay.
Joey, come here a sec.
Darkness,
What is it,
darkness,
dear?
darkness, Keyblade.
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
Your aunt was... She was tough. Always ready to pick a fight. Wouldn't take guff from nobody. We got on famously.
So you liked her?
Liked her? Hell. Sure, I liked her. She was the first person in 10 years who was willing to talk to me. She didn't scream or run away. And she certainly didn't swoon like some people.
Shut up.
She just looked right at me and said, "Oh, that was it. That was all I needed to hear."
So what happened after that?
What is this, an interrogation?
Yes.
Cut it with the questions, kid. You're bothering me. We'll talk about this later.
Why did she hate you so much?
Because I ruined her perfect little life. She had the nice house, the supportive hubby, the 2 kids, and then I come along.
Yeah, you have a way of ruining peaceful lives. Anything else?
Nah, I'm done talking about her. Ask me again later.
Again, I get thrown out of the immersion every time I hear one of those little pop filter moments.
Logicianisms. Oh,
No,
yeah,
that too, but like the little pop filter, like. Anyway.
I ruined her perfect little life.
Oh my god, never do that again.
Any idea who the deacon
No, although he must...
Okay, bye.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get...
However,
Coming?
Yeah, sure.
I was going to say at some point she needs to fucking sleep.
it only just got dark.
Come in.
Yeah, but I believe people in New York don't lock their doors.
Welcome back, Rosa.
She
Come
might not.
in. Moti, be nice.
Just one moment.
Don't.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
You leaned
I'm
in
at
for
a
that one.
loss. He never acts like this. Never.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
It's all right.
Come
What?
here, boy.
No.
There's nothing to be afraid of, I hope.
Okay.
See ya.
Why are you saying "see ya" to the dog?
Could I feed Modi another treat?
Sure. Here, take another. I have plenty.
Ask to leave.
Well, I'd better go.
Take care, Rosa. Come back whenever you'd like.
Okay, puppy. Why do you have to be there? Why do you have to be there?
Context sensitive.
Go get it. There's nothing to be I hope. See ya. Could I feed Modi another treat?
Sure.
Game? Oh.
Well,
Take care.
Yeah.
Come back whenever.
Oh, so you notice how it's still light outside through her window?
Uh-huh.
That's fine. Alright. I'll give you another treat because I want to.
come on, boy. Go get it.
Alright,
See
bye.
ya. Apparently,
Goodbye. Apparently.
Goodbye. Apparently, Griffin channeling Mark Wahlberg.
Did you see the look on that dumb mutt's face? I thought he was gonna wet himself.
That wasn't in the script, Joey.
So I'm assuming that feeding the dog does something down the line.
Joey?
Yes?
So the ghost's name is Allie,
Looks like it.
and she's trapped in the dog run at Washington Square Park,
That's where she is.
and we have to save her.
Yep.
Is this going to be a typical day from now on?
You'll look back on this as one of the normal ones.
Awesome.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get...
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. So, I think that we need to do this in a specific order because games being what they are sometimes rely on flags.
Yeah.
But
God forbid you just play the game how you want.
Okay, but this is also a very specific... Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk to that ghost again, Joey.
Yeah, sure. Hey there. Remember me?
No. Maybe.
I love that unfortunately you can hear the mouse clicks when she's talking.
Yeah.
Again, like, I'm not making fun. They had a ridiculously not great budget for this, and it still came out with a really good game. So, things like that, if I tease or make fun of it, it's literally only because of my experience doing voice recording stuff. And because I know that the games, especially this one and all 5 of them, are really good.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, and you already know this about me, I tear into everything I like.
Yeah, I know you do.
Young lady, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're dead.
So quiet.
Sweetheart, are you listening to me?
They all go away. The deacon made them go away.
Listen, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Whatever it is, just let go.
He haunts my dreams. He gets into my head. Poison me. He's trying to kill me.
But you're... Oh, forget it. Can you tell me anything else about Susan?
Little lady.
Music got surprisingly violent.
I know!
Won't say much, but you'll know she's there.
Jesus.
Can you tell me anything about yourself, Allie?
Allie Montego, story and song. She kisses the boys, but not for long.
That's probably Joanne's poems, huh?
Do you know anyone named Alexander Davenport?
On a date with Alexander the Great. Was it an accident, or was it just fate?
Okay, so Shikarian in the comments, when I replayed this with commentary mode on, the dev mentioned that the voices were recorded on a headset. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, but, like, again, this was also 2005, 2006, somewhere in that range, and, like, it was not as easy to get recording equipment back then, just speaking from personal experience. They weren't quite as available or easy access. And again, like, that was, I'm guessing that was among his first experiences recording full dialogue for a game. What was that dramatic music for? A person is scared of being murdered in spite of her oh well. Oh wait. Alright.
Just sit tight. We'll figure this out, and we'll be back. You alright?
This is going to take a long time to get used to.
We got the rest of your life, doll.
Joe.
Shall we?
Okay, so I think I know what we need. She needs a dog. That also explained the lack of pop filter. Yeah, if you're doing it from a headset.
Yeah.
Come in. Be nice, Moti. She's our neighbor. Come
Quiet.
in. Moti, behave yourself.
Booga booga. Again.
This is getting
clip.
Yeah, it is!
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Apparently, that's Joey. That's Nishanti's dog. Hey, boy. See ya.
Just punts him out the window.
Well,
Take care. Come back.
Okay.
This is not the dog you're looking for.
Okay.
Do you have to keep doing that to Modi?
What, you going soft for that barking rat?
Well, it's just not nice.
Wait, you keep
Sweetheart, I take my kicks where I can get them. Don't ruin my fun.
shushing her when she tries to talk to you in the hallway.
Well, because only he needs to be heard.
Yeah, but she was literally just talking out loud right now.
Oh yeah, I know.
So
But
why did he
just
not?
doesn't-
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit so long as he's the one in charge of the
Let's not
conversation.
annoy the neighbor. Not unless we...
Yes.
Have we not established that he's a massive misogynist?
Yes, and also, yeah, I appreciate that, Shikari, and I was also looking at that, looking at a quick look, taking a sneak peek at a walkthrough. But now that it's dark again,
Well, I mean, if we need a dog,
I'd like
we
to
have
see Susan
Thumb
Lee,
here.
please.
Sure thing, you're cleared. Go right in.
Country music.
would you expect a thumb to listen to anything else?
Hi, Susan.
Man.
It's good to see you again.
How are you now, Susan?
Better. It's nice to know I'm not crazy.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
It's just these drugs. The meds help keep the deacon's voice low, and that's good. But they also cause water retention, and I have to take a diuretic pill to fix that. And I'm just sick of peeing all the time. Now that I know I'm just haunted and not really crazy, I don't see why I have to take it. I don't care if I retain water and get fat. I just want to stop peeing.
Is she for real?
I've been palming the pills. Is that bad?
I can't answer that.
Well, I was hoping you could do me a favor.
What?
Can you take the pills out of here? I'm scared the orderly will find them. Please.
Fine, give them to me.
You are such a chump.
Thanks so much.
Didn't ask your opinion.
So, do you like Bellevue?
It's okay.
I used to come here every week to visit my aunt, you know.
I don't think she cares.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying, I've spent a lot of time here. You don't have to be scared of me.
Anyway,
I have to go now, Susan, but I'll come back to check on you again.
I would just be sad I couldn't pet the dogs, not try to scare them. Alright, so we just got some fucking diuretic pills.
Watch us give them to the dog.
Yes, that's the plan.
Of course.
Because what happens when you get a dog that needs to pee?
I love how a solution to a puzzle in this game is to
Drug
give
a dog.
drugs to your neighbor's pet.
Look, Moti, our neighbors come to visit us again. Come in.
It didn't even bark that time. Dick.
Yes, that's his entire character.
Could I feed Modi another treat?
Sure. Here, take another. I have plenty.
I keep cringing at the
Well,
name,
I'd better
and
go.
Griffin,
Take care,
you know
Rosa.
why.
Come back whenever
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Blackjack, you'll get your pills
Okay,
next.
I put the pills in the dog biscuit.
Pilza.
Saying it out loud.
Okay, I put the pills in the dog biscuit.
You drink them both up.
You put the dogs in. Wait.
Now, that's after he's outlived his usefulness.
You put the dogs in the biscuit and you eat it all up. Okay.
And call me in the morning.
Why would you do that?
It's a delicacy.
Okay. There's actually a reason. We have to get the dog out of the apartment, and the best way to do that is to take Modi on a walk.
It's to
And-
give it pills that are proven to be to work on humans, but we have no idea how much it's going to fuck with the dog.
But it's our only option, and also this is a point-and-click adventure game, so when we are
Yeah,
given that
so-
kind of foreshadowing, that's exactly what happens.
Animal abuse for the win.
I put the pills in the dog biscuit. FBI, open up! Oh my
Come
god.
here, boy. Go get it.
Those are some fast-acting pills.
Moti, now? I just took you out an hour ago. Well, you're going to have to wait. I have my hands totally full. Unless... Rosa, would you mind taking Moti for a walk? If you're
Haha,
going
just
to be
kidding,
friends,
unless.
This is a good opportunity for you to bond.
Oh, sure. I don't mind at all.
Thank you so much. Moti gets cranky when he doesn't get his way. Just take him to the park until he goes. It shouldn't take long.
Right. Here you go, boy.
Are we gonna put him on a leash? We're not gonna put him on a leash?
In New York.
You're drugging innocent dogs now?
It's only a mild diuretic. It won't hurt him. And you're the one in such a damn hurry.
All right, point taken. Hey there, Bright Eyes. It's me again.
Are you him?
No, I'm not, but I've brought some friends. Say hi to the kid, sweetheart.
Hi.
I don't think she wants to see me.
Sure she does. Go on, kid. Tell Ellie how much you want to see her.
I love how it's, why not just ask to walk the dog? You know, I wish that were the first option, but apparently we gotta do it, but where we gotta choose the option where we drug the dog and go ahead and take that one out of context.
Next, we're gonna put lipstick on someone's pet bunny.
Well, I can't fire you again. Anyway, the dev said that the dog's leash was a pain in the ass to animate, so it was only used in the beginning. That's understandable, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Great to meet you.
See?
I don't believe you.
It doesn't matter if you believe me or not. She needs your help.
Help?
See the dog over there?
The Boston Terrier?
Good, good. You know your breeds. This Boston Terrier is not feeling too well. I was hoping that you could take a look at him.
Yes. Yes, I can. I know a lot about dogs.
So we heard. That's why we came to you.
But they won't let me
The
help
clock
them.
on her head.
They always run away.
Yes,
That's a
One
mood.
won't. Go on.
that's
The
intentional.
dog needs you.
Oh god.
So this is your dog, huh?
Yeah, sort of.
Hi, little guy. What's your name? Right. Aren't you the cutest little thing? Your ears look okay. No signs of inflammation. Now I'm just going to open your mouth. That's odd. I don't feel any breath. I don't feel anything. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I remember. I'm dead.
Yeah.
I killed myself.
I'm sorry, just the way...
I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I killed me. Dakin.
Deacon.
Deacon.
Deacon. Deacon.
For anyone who's feeling confused, go look up really any movie by Daniel Breen.
Yes.
He's a fucking nut job of a filmmaker. But during one of them, there's a scene where this daughter walks in on her father having been killed, and she turns to her mother. You killed him.
No.
And the mother.
No. Was it the mother? There was someone who killed. I remember that. I thought it was the mother that was holding her back.
Yeah. She holds her back after that point. It's like, Dad, you killed him. Yeah, Dad. Anyway.
I had no choice.
Can you tell us what happened?
My friends and I, we played a game. A Ouija board. We thought it would be fun.
And you called something.
Yes. He called himself the Deacon. It's kinda hazy now, but I remember his voice in my head, screaming.
What did he say?
I don't know. didn't make any sense. He just
Yeah.
kept asking me to help him, but he wouldn't say how. I tried ignoring him, but he just got louder and louder until I took the pills and...
Shh. It's over now.
I know. So what now?
Now? Now, we're going to send you where you need to go.
Into the dog.
Here, take this, and hold on tight. You ready?
I guess so.
Good. Now pull.
Dog
Yeah,
fucking
you and
pees
me
on her.
both.
Ow. Hello?
Yeah, hi!
I'm not sure if we've met. I'm Rosangela.
I know, you brought the dog to me. You brought me back to my senses. And then you brought me here. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
So, are you ready to, well, you know.
Am I ready to die?
Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm kinda new at this.
That's okay. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Just tell me what to do.
Just head towards that light.
The light. Right. Like every cliche in the book.
Yeah.
I mean, she is very
Think I'll
sweet.
see Joanne over there?
Sure you will.
Fantastic. And hey, you'll make sure Susan's okay, right?
Sure.
Well, here goes. See ya.
I'll be her boyfriend now.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be a.
I mean,
Ugh.
You're awake. That didn't take too long.
She just went. She seemed happy about it.
Yeah, sometimes you'll get easy ones. The ones who are all too happy to move on. Others, well, you'll see. Anyway, let's get this dog back before your neighbor calls the police. Our work is not over yet.
mm-hmm.
She is so going to kill me.
Just a minute. Oh, there you are. I was just about to go to bed.
I'm sorry we took so long.
Not to worry. Did you have fun, Moti? Did you have fun? Of course. Well, good night, Rosa. Thanks again for helping me out.
Don't touch my dog ever again. Especially after feeding him drugs.
Strange lady.
Strange lady. Being appreciative of help.
Wait, why are there like 50 high streams?
I
Oh.
don't- Yeah. I think the better question, though, unfortunately, is why is the teddy bear dressed up like a Trump supporter?
What? No, that's a nice guy.
That's what worries me.
Also, hello, Gojira. So in this space inside Rosangela's mind, every ghost regains their previous person. Well, because she got woken up from her predicament.
Yeah.
But yes, the Shadow Realm. Hello, yes, hello. Griff is good bear. Alright. Let's see. And Allie is just gone now. Well, okay, that tracks.
Yeah.
So what do you mean our job ain't over?
I mean, the deacon's voice is still being heard.
No.
Psst, Joey.
Why are you psting?
Yes, darling?
Can you tell me more about Auntie Lauren?
I guess. What do you want to know?
I don't know. Tell me about a case you went on.
It was a long time ago, but I do remember one. There was this brownstone down in Brooklyn. One of those fancy houses that got converted into apartments. The residents kept complaining of weird noises and bad dreams. Your aunt and I heard about it and went over there. Turns out, these 2 little boys had been locked in a basement closet over 30 years beforehand. The door was paved over. Nobody knew it was even there. Those 2 little ghosts had been crying in the dark for 30 years until we came along.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That was a messy one.
How did you save them?
We did some snooping, found the grandmother, brought her to the house. The boys calmed down and we took care of the rest.
So you saved them?
Yeah, we had no choice, did we?
Huh.
I'd like to talk about my grandmother again.
I'll be frank, kid. She may have hated me, but I hated her even more. Hated her. The whole 7 months I was with her, she spent the whole time pretending I wasn't there. Can you believe that?
You're hard to ignore, Joey.
Tell me about it. And I did everything I could to get her attention. I'd yell in her ear, I'd get right up in her face. She knew I was there, and I knew she knew. But she just ignored me all the same.
Well, you can hardly blame her.
Don't lecture me, dollface. I did what I had to.
Had to. You could have...
Could have done what? Look, I'm done talking about that old bat. Maybe we'll talk more later, but not now.
Okay.
I don't suppose you know anything about Susan.
Nope, no more than you.
Any idea who the deacon might be?
No idea. Although, he must be...
Okay.
I think I've heard enough.
Yeah, let's get going.
That's too common. Whoever...
Sorry. Oh, it's alright. Okay. Okay. I was just double checking something. So our work isn't done yet.
You coming?
Yeah, sure.
We do still have one person who is still experiencing being haunted by this motherfucker.
Yeah.
The only other place we can go.
Mm-hmm.
Please be advised that visiting hours are now over.
Oh well, looks like we have to wait until tomorrow.
No can do, Toots. Remember what she said? The deacon comes to her at night when she's sleeping. Waiting until tomorrow won't do us any good.
What? You think we can just waltz right into...
So I'm just gonna say before it goes too far past it, I am pretty sure that is the voice of the creator of this game, Dave Gilbert. I think it is, because he usually gives himself some sort of cameo in the games that he makes. So that kind of makes sense. I know that he also did some voice work for the, what was it? Was it Ben Jordan? Something like that? Paranormal Investigator? Something along those lines. That was a different game that he was not, like, the creator on, but he also, like, kind of participated in and did some voice work for that. So I applied for a college of animation because, you know, I told you that I wanted to be an animator in one stream. I really want to go, and this week my mom told me that I got accepted. Sweet! Very nice!
Congratulations!
Congratulations, definitely. Animation is not easy to do. I'm sure you know even better than I do. I've done some animation in my life, little bits and pieces here and there. You've seen some of them, in fact, in my videos.
Yes, I know several animators, you included.
But, I definitely wish you the best of luck with that. Obviously, luck has very little to do with the hard work you're gonna have to do, but, you know, being able to turn that into a full-ass career.
Yeah.
An ass career, of course.
Yeah, and just to keep something in mind, like getting in there is definitely a challenge. Maintaining the consistent exercises in order to stay on top of your game is going to be a big part of getting through an animation course. Making sure you stay on top of your game with those consistent exercises specifically, because, again, you don't want to... Well, I mean, getting rusty is one of those things that people always worry about, but just like any muscle, working on, even if it's a simple animatic, like working on that like on a near daily basis if at all possible. Like not to the extent that you're going to hurt your wrist, but making sure that that's still a muscle you flex is going to help you go far.
Yes, but also be sure to, stretch your wrist properly before you do
Absolutely.
the arts and all of that. Anyway, back to this game.
Susan's room.
Sure.
How?
Improvise, sweetheart. That's what this gig is all about.
Looks like an internal... The sign says I'm not allowed back there. Locked. Whatever... Looks like a fuse box. Judging by the flickering lights, it must be broken. I need to speak to Susan Lee. Can I see her?
Visiting hours are over, miss. She's probably sleeping by now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I don't think so. Just a small trans... Just a small... Some small keys. One of them is labeled FB. I assume that means fuse box. Some small... Fuse box key? I could probably do something with this.
Did you took it? Okay, right now. Well, oh, yes, yeah, he was distracted by the radio, so that makes sense. Oh, I guess that they gave
I
us...
don't have anyone to call. I don't have it. Joey?
Yeah?
What happened with that radio?
What do you mean?
When you got near the radio, the signal got interrupted. Was that you?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
No idea. Although your aunt never let me get near the TV during days of our lives. I'm sure there's some scientific explanation, but I have no way of knowing, and frankly, who the heck could we ask?
What was Auntie's condition like?
She was a rotting vegetable, sweetheart. They kept her so drugged up that she could hardly move, which is probably for the best, come to think of it. Without the drugs, she wasn't pretty. But the doc told you all about that. You don't need to hear it again from me.
How well did you know Dr. Quentin?
That quack. He'd come into your aunt's room, poke her, prod her, try to get her to speak. He didn't know from nothing. I'd just as soon never see him again.
What was it like, staying here?
Like? I was on a different floor, but it's all the same. 25 friggin' years. Hovering over your aunt's shoulder, staring at the ceiling. You want to know how many cracks there were in that ceiling?
Not really.
54. Or maybe 55. I was never sure about that last one.
That's all for now.
Right, right.
That's all for now.
54.
Alright, let's give this a shot.
Yeah.
Looks like a fuse
Because
box.
clearly there are no security cameras around.
Now you've done it. You better find a place to hide quick.
Like perhaps the dark room.
Whoa, you startled me. You'd better leave, miss. I can't be helped. I'll get the...
Okay. Yeah. But yes, the dark room probably works for that. Let's try that again. Alright. Let's do this again.
I hope you know what you're doing. You better find a place to...
Locked. Whatever's back there, I can't get to it.
You have to get another key.
Well... Oh, I had to just avoid him. I think? Because he was right in front of me.
Yeah.
I hope you know... You better...
There we go.
Hmm.
There we go. There we are. Thanks for the support, you guys. Maybe you just initiate the conversation when you exit the place.
She's asleep.
Yeah, like a baby. It won't be long.
Before what?
Before that.
Huh.
I did not mean to take a drink at the same time.
Please. Can't you help me? Please. I don't know what to do.
Oh, good, a drunken ghost.
Burn. Please. The others are gone. You're the only one. Please. You can't hear me here, but you can hear me in your dreams. Please. Wake up and help me. Ignore them, Susan. Listen to me. Help me. Please. It's out there. Watching. Waiting. Susan. Susan. You called me. You can help me. Hey! Ignore them, Susan. Listen to me. Help me. Please. I'm talking to you, clown shoes. You're talking to me?
Yeah, I'm also a
so
ghost.
Can you calm down long enough to tell me what's going on? I can't. You're like me. What do you mean? Dead. Like me. Wait a minute. Just a goddamn minute. You know you're dead? Yes. Well, that certainly saves time. We can help you. Here, grab a hold of this. No. Get that away from me. What the hell is wrong with you? You need saving. We're here to save you. What's the problem? I can't. What are you so scared of? You're stuck, right? We can help you move on. No. I don't want to. You don't want to? No, I'm afraid. Oh, you're afraid, are you? You believe this guy?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Safety. Sanctuary. It's following me. Waiting. Watching. Trying to take me. But it hasn't caught me yet. Not yet. Yeah, whatever. This guy's off his nut.
Is he?
Let me handle this, baby doll. I know how to speak to spooks like this.
What hasn't caught you?
It. I see
Oh,
it
Tim Curry.
everywhere. In every shadow.
Why?
Why did it after me? Why? The soft touch ain't gonna cut it, sweetheart. You're too green. Let me show you how it's done.
Fine.
Sure. Do it your way.
All right, Mac. Spill. You've scared these girls literally to death, and I want to know why. What are you so afraid of? I don't want to burn. Burn? Oh, I get it. You think you're going to hell. The devil himself. He told me, please don't make me go. You're scared of the devil, huh? Yes! Yeah, well, I don't see any devil. There's just you and me. And you know what? I'm worse than any devil you'll ever see. Hey! I've been doing this for 40 years, bucko. Every ghost I meet goes to their final rest, one way or the other. You're scared? I don't give a rat's ass. 2 people are dead because of you. So take the damn tie and let's get this over with. No! You can't make me. Don't make me burn, please! Stone it. Ghosts aren't supposed to feel pain, but I've learned some tricks. Now take the damn tie.
Joey, stop it.
You want to handle this? Go right ahead. Let's see you do any better.
I know a safe place. You can hide there.
Sanctuary.
Where is it?
Not far, but you'll have to trust us.
Trust you? Why should I trust you?
Because nobody else has offered to help you before, right?
Yeah.
You ask and ask for help, but nobody answers, right?
No. Nobody answers.
Well, we have. We're gonna help you. Has anybody else said the same?
No. No, they haven't. I think... Oh... I'm so tired of running. If you say you can help me, I believe you. What needs to be done?
Just listen to my friend.
Here, just take the tie.
Notice how he keeps sipping at that flask?
Uh-huh.
You know what to do. I can't believe she pulled that off.
Yeah. Literally
You
pulled it.
off.
Ow.
You were right. I feel... safe.
Are you ready?
Yes, I really think so. It's really nice out here. Almost like...
At last, I have found you.
Really?
No! You lied to me!
What?
It's here! You lied!
What's that?
Whoa!
Oh, crap.
Huh.
Joey? Joey, get me out of here.
Stay away. Stay away!
There is nowhere to go. You cannot return to the mortal world. You can only go through me. Accept the punishments for your sins and come with me.
Help me, please! You brought me here! You have to save me! You have to!
Fool, no one can save you now. I'll give you a moment to prepare for the eternity to come. But then, you are mine.
What is that thing?
It's come to take me to hell! Just like it always said it would.
Excuse me, just coming through.
Yeah, the
is
flask
that
might
in
be a
your
big
pocket?
part of it.
My flask.
Yeah, what's in it?
Nothing. It's just a force of habit, I guess. Used to keep whiskey in it when I was alive.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
So what can I do? What does he want?
He wants me. I don't know why.
What is that thing?
It haunted my dreams
Sorry.
when I was alive and wouldn't leave me alone after death. And now, there's no place left to run.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
What is that in your pocket?
My flask.
Yeah, what's in it?
Nothing. It's just a force of habit, I guess. Used to keep whiskey.
okay.
Might want to talk to the demon.
Okay, let's try that.
Excuse me.
Converse with me not. I shall give him time to prepare himself for the eternity to come. But then, he is mine.
Why are you after this man?
For his sins. All this time, he has not renounced them. Even after these many years of death, he still carries them with him.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, what am I... Okay, but What? Okay, hang on.
Point and click adventure games.
Ah! Okay. There we go. No.
Please, help!
Alright.
The deacon is carrying his sins, and the deacon is carrying his flask. Could this be symbolic?
I guess that's it.
Get rid of that flask.
Huh?
Your flask! Get rid of it!
My flask? Why?
Just do it!
But I can't.
Why not?
Because it's my flask.
You want to be free of that demon? Trust me.
Well, okay. You no longer carry your sins with you, dead one, but they still taint this place. That is not enough to save you.
So,
Let's see. Smash the flask with the stone. There we go.
It is done. The
so
sins have been abolished from
surprised!
this place.
It is done.
My claim on you, dead one, is gone. Move on in peace and be troubled no more.
Thank you, Shikarian, but
I think so.
you're unfortunately because of lag, you're not gonna or delay.
I'm really free.
yeah.
All this time, it's all so clear to me now. Like my head was full of cobwebs and now they're gone. All those people who died,
And there's the menu theme.
they killed themselves because of me.
I mean, honestly,
Yes.
I didn't know what I was doing, but that doesn't excuse it. I spent most of my life as a drunk, and most of my death as a murderer. I was worried about going to hell before. Maybe I'm okay with that now that I know I might deserve it.
You seem strangely happy about it.
I'm just happy to know. You see, I was a religious man once, before disease took my wife away, and I took to the bottle. If I'm going to hell, well then maybe I can still spread the word of God there.
I think they
Do
know.
some good for once. Well, this is it. Goodbye, and thanks.
Okie dokie. Ragnar in the chat, sorry. You will come with me, for you carry the burden of your sins. No, I'm not. Proceeds to smash the drink. Understandable, have a good day.
Jesus Christ, kid, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What took you so long?
It got a little complicated.
Well, I'm just glad you're okay.
Let's get out of here. I need some air.
I know the perfect place.
And
He's
of course,
at
they're
peace
just
now, I
ignoring
guess,
the guard
wherever
station
he is.
there.
I saved him, I think. Gave him some hope at least.
He's getting no more than he deserves. No more than any of us deserve.
I guess.
I really wished I could have popped him one more time. He really hacked me off.
Is that your answer to everything?
Don't you start judging me. You managed to pull it off. I'm impressed. Just glad you're okay.
Joey,
Yeah?
why did Auntie stop?
Stop what?
Stop doing this. This ghost saving or whatever it is we do.
Oh. It was you.
Me?
She wanted to take care of you. Wanted to do it right, she said. Stop listening to me. Stop saving the ghosts. Just put all her effort into taking care of you.
And then she fell into that weird coma.
Yeah.
I see. I guess there's a lesson in that.
Is there?
No music allowed.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Zach.
Yes.
Just kind of grooving. How would you pronounce that? Ian Schlachter? Okay,
Schlaper, maybe?
Schlaper, maybe. Tom Scary. I'm sorry, I know that I'm making fun of names and I apologize, but...
So
well, at least there was a gardener to kind of combat the scary.
Yeah.
Cressy.
So I'm assuming that each major arc is going to have its own credits.
Yes. Probably. Photos drawn by Eyal Jammer.
I mean, it's not how photos work, but...
Well, the photos in the game.
Yeah.
Game engine by Chris Jones, yep. Zelda, stop. Zelda! Sweetie! Come on. Zelda, come on.
Beep, beep.
Come here, come here. Bernie. Bernie Sanders? No.
I was thinking Bernie Burns, but either way.
Baby girl. Huh. Yeah. Zelda. Come here. Psst, 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 psst.
Ah.
There she is purring. The baby.
And Francisco Gonzalez as Thumb.
As Thumb. The baby girl. This is what you wanted and you know it. Huh. Matt Gardner.
This is gonna take some fucking time if we're gonna get credits each episode.
Ah. Well, that is his, I guess, his major...
There.
What? Okay.
You know, just Bob.
Just Bob. Zelda. The QT crew. Mom and Dad. Scott.
Scott. Ags community.
AGS, it's the engine that he used to make this game.
Okay. Coffee, lots of it.
Ah, yes. Bright eyes.
Huh.
Zelda. Zelda.
There's hundreds of confused spirits out there, sweetheart. And there's nobody else who can help them. There's just us. Bestowing eternity on every sob story out there. One lost soul at a time. Whether we want to or not.
Zelda. And I guess that's done.
Wait, that's not the... Okay, so are we doing some sort of like, automatically closes the game every time you end a chapter?
No. That's the
not
end.
the whole game.
Yes, it is.
That's not a whole game. That's barely like...
It's a small, independent game. What are you fucking talking about?
That's
a... Look, have you ever coded a game?
No, but...
Okay, so don't complain about the length of one when you haven't coded a game.
Jeez.
Oh my god, Zelda, what happened? Why? This is a mess of fur and drool.
Well, yeah, that's a cat.
I did not ask your opinion on drool and cat. Drool and fur. Small indie game made in 2006. Yeah, it's a full game. It's a short one, But it kicked off the series, and it gave us the premise for where everything goes going forward. And there's a whole series here. That's just the whole point, is there are 5 games in total. The second game, Blackwell Unbound, is a little bit different. It takes a slightly different direction, but it continues the whole process of trying to bestow eternity on some ghosts. And there's usually some sort of major arc that goes on within each game. And this one, it's Rosangela discovering in the first place what she can do, and the Blackwell legacy, which is Joey. But we start to see more examples of ghosts and bestowing eternity, those individual stories. The next game is a little bit longer in that regard. But I'm gonna, given what the current time is on this,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna resume the game. I'm probably gonna keep talking because I can't shut the fuck up.
Mood.
Anyway, so hopefully this next week, if I can square away what exactly it is that is causing the fucking problem with Streamlabs and moving that over to making it so that it cooperates with YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna, because I could have sworn I've used it before for YouTube, but apparently I did not. Maybe that was why it didn't fucking work. But if I have to do everything that I did to try and set it up again, I'm gonna be ticked. I'm gonna be fucking annoyed. But, I mean, what I did have looked really sleek, especially for something that I got entirely for free. So I do want to see what I can do to bring that to you guys next week. I also want to see what I can do to try and stream a little bit more often. Especially because, as of right now, I had more than a few expenses end up actually come up on me, and I want to kind of see what I can do to offer more, like, I mean, I know it's the whole streaming for fundraising idea. I want to see what I can do, things like working on art and chatting with people in stream, and with the express purpose of hopefully making sure that I don't end up going into the red financially, because I had one somewhat unexpected expense because I wasn't even told about a medical bill that I had, and I finally actually encountered it by accident when I was trying to check what my refill prescriptions looked like, and I saw on that site that evidently there was a bill that they had decided I hadn't paid for. So in order to stop that from going to collections, I had to make some sort of payment on it, and that knocked me down basically to the point where I'm gonna struggle for the rest of the month. But I have already gotten some support. I've already gotten some help in that regard, which I do appreciate, but I want to see if I can do a little bit more to encourage that. And thank you, Shakarian. As usual, you are again, right now especially, it means a lot. But I talk about all of this because I feel bad. I don't like being in that position to be like, hey, give me muns. I do want to be doing something in return. I do want to be like streaming a game, showcasing stuff, offering my own commentary, talking about issues that, I mean, I feel are important. But I'm also going to be selling like adoptables. Like if you go to my Twitter, I usually have those pinned, and I currently have those like up for sale. I'm going to be doing some more designs for that. I'm also opening commissions, and that's in itself kind of a fun thing trying to do. But I'll probably making a post to my Twitter, which is, you know, same as my username, mlorelei, but it's also with 85 at the end of it, because I'm original. Don't be proud to ask people for help. I mean, I'm not too proud to ask people for help, but that doesn't mean that I feel comfortable just sitting here with my hand out. It's already, like, being in the position that I am, being someone who is already disabled and not able to work a traditional job, and not disabled enough to qualify for disability, to get on disability, just to have some kind of spending money in that regard. This is kind of all that I can do, but I want to see if I can do what I do to be entertaining, to bring something that folks get something out of. So I'm going to be trying to post again to my Twitter, because again, that's my easiest way. If you're not already in my Discord, I'm going to see what I can do to keep the energy up for this next week, to do a few more streams. I might see about continuing the Blackwell series. I'm probably also going to try and continue the Final Fantasy VII game, and doing more art. That's kind of my plan. I may or may not be able to do it with Griffin, because he has to work.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that can sometimes be at odds with my availability for streaming, especially because he's a couple of hours behind me. But, I don't like being in that position, but I'm still gonna be doing what I can to at least provide something in return for the people who are willing to help me. But like I said, I'll be advertising when I'm streaming if folks even just want to pop in and have some fun. But so this is technically the end of my stream. It's still technically about 10 minutes early, but I did also kind of start 10 minutes early. Unfortunately, there is something that I need to sign off and go to. So I hope you guys don't mind if I end up calling it here for the night, but I will be in touch. I'll be posting saying, hey, I'm streaming this and that, and, posting it to Twitter for folks if that's an easy way to keep track of what's going on. Thank you guys for coming by to watch today. I really appreciate it, and thank you, Shikarian, and I'm also going to do a special thank you shout out to Zach. That does indeed help. Thank you guys for watching. And I will be doing this next week, barring health issues or something along those lines, but my intent is definitely to stick with the Saturday. And thank you, Griffin, for joining me today, as usual.
Always a pleasure.
I mean, more or less, yes, it's always a pleasure. But I do hope that you guys end up having a good day. Stay safe, especially with the current spike with coronavirus and with potential violence. Just be careful. I don't want to be in the position of telling you not to go outside, although I kind of already did earlier. But I will hopefully see you guys more often this week. And if not, then I will definitely see you guys, hopefully I'll see you guys next week. So that's it. Goodbye, everyone.